if you can try to avoid
Yeah.
like exposing yourself to what triggers that bad habit, like then I feel like it's easier.
Yeah.
But
So good. Yeah. So we set some like kind of like resolutions and stuff last time. So what habits do you feel like you need to form in order to keep that resolution? Because a lot of times people struggle with their resolutions because they don't have the habits to back it up.
Oh.
Right. I think for me, my resolution was to say no. And the habit I need to try, I think I need to focus more on self-care. I know we talked about that a little bit last week. But I never want to tell people no because I never want to disappoint anybody or never let somebody down for me not being there. So I think I need to realize that it's okay for me to say no and to not go do this thing and just to sit at home and do nothing. Like my boyfriend was like, aren't you jealous that I get to sit home all day today and play video games? I'm like,
Wow,
I'm partially jealous that I don't get to sit at home, but I also, we're different people. I'm way more extroverted than him. So I do like to go do things. But this year I'm trying to focus on doing less things, like as much, so I don't get as overwhelmed and try to get to 6 different places at one time. So.
Yes, ma'am.
Keelan, did you keep your...
I absolutely have kept mine, even though it's only been like, a week?
6 feels longer.
6 days. I have said no to a lot of people.
Go ahead.
And the only time I'm going to say, oh, my eye's twitching. This might be a sign.
Are you lying?
No, I swear I have been saying no. I say yes to y'all all the time, though. But
Much
Well, we
love.
don't, yeah.
yeah,
You know.
I mean, I feel like y'all don't count, though.
We don't count.
But like
You
to
can
other
never
people,
say no to us.
but for other folks, I'm just like, no. Why? Because I said so. And
That's my
it.
biggest thing. Like if I say no to somebody and then they ask me why I said no, I'm like,
No, mine is
I don't
just
feel
simply
like I have a
because
good
I
enough
said
reason.
because I said so. See,
that's
I
good.
said what I said. I'm a meanie
Yes.
though. Y'all know I have anger issues.
It's okay.
well,
I don't think they
you're
need to ask me that
definitely more
question.
a dominant personality type.
Oh, absolutely.
Me, I'm a people pleaser. So when they ask me
Not
why,
I.
I'm like, I need to think of a good reason. That's
Call
why I
me
can't
and put
do
me on the
this.
phone and I'll talk to her.
Should.
Because she said no, she doesn't have time for it.
Can you be
Keelan's
my...
gonna be your advocate.
Swear.
Erica does not
Teresa,
have time.
what about you, girl?
So I believe that mine was pretty much getting healthier and stuff. And one of the biggest things that I've been doing, like I already told you guys, is being consistent with like exercise, and then less eating out, and then being mindful of what I've been eating out. Like I said, it's felt like almost 3 weeks or a month, but I realized that it's not been that long. So that's my brain telling me, girl, come on, do what we don't want to do. So that's been like my biggest thing. And I guess it kind of goes along with the saying no to myself and having self-control and not being like out of control. Because like for me, like everything triggered. When I'm happy, I'm like, ooh, I want a snack. Yeah. When I'm mad, I need a snack. You know? When I'm not just any snack, I need a particular like the
Comfort
extra
food.
flaming hot black bag of hot Cheetos, the big
Ew.
one with a Dr. Pepper. So yeah,
Sounds like a stomach ulcer.
it hurts after.
Sounds-
So just being able to say like no to myself and have self control, and then seeing like those habits form, like the peace that I have, the being able to walk up steps, being able to walk outside, being able to breathe, being able to run. But that's been like my biggest ones, the habits I've been forming, and I've been like tracking them in like a planner that I have, which we'll talk a little bit about planners and stuff on our next episode.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so, I hope that like people have gotten stuff out of this. If you guys have any ideas or things that you do or ways that you formed habit, we would love to know. You go to our Facebook page and message us, or go to our website and subscribe. It was such a good time just learning about setting habits and working towards our goals, because we've got to update you guys
Yeah.
within like a couple months on how we're doing, and that was something that we wanted to do to keep us accountable. Thank you, because I almost forgot the word.
Yes.
But yeah, do you guys have anything else?
I think just try to make a good habit and realize that's how you're going to achieve your goal later, which we'll talk about next week.
Yeah, and be reasonable with it. Like, you can't just, some habits you just can't flip overnight. So
Right.
be reasonable with your timeline and stuff like that.
It goes back to the resolutions of if you fall off the bandwagon.
Look at us making
okay.
connections.
We're circling it. We're making sense of all of it.
We're making sense.
Can I just use that pun all the time?
No, not all the time.
I'm glad we both agree with that.
Awesome,
No.
then. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much for listening to Making Sense,
Girl,
the
we ain't on TV
podcast. Follow us on our Facebook page and then go to our website. Have a wonderful day.
Like us on Facebook, Making Sense, the podcast. It only makes sense to subscribe on your favorite platform.